This is your browser. Are you trying to open your browser? Okay. Is in your lower there?
Ma, I was not able to get the picture.
In your lower, what did you say? You couldn't find any Olaoluwa, you couldn't find any picture, right?
Yes.
Okay, no problem then. But please make sure you have a picture or pictures, not just of yourself, but whatever picture. Make sure you have a group of pictures that we can use tomorrow. Thank you. So you can stop sharing. Did you write this by yourself or did they help you?
By myself.
But Olaoluwa, Inoluwa, is that true? Did he do it by himself? Or was it that
He
helped
did
him?
the body parts by but I helped him with the line.
Okay, okay. So, but now you know how to write lines. Olaoluwa, you know it's HR. It is well. All right, you can stop sharing. Thank you. So let me share. So we are going to have to, what's the word? We're going to have to, because I know director said she wants you guys to be able to do at least 5 pages. All right. So I need you guys to come up with reference page. Now, don't come up with reference page that you know that you cannot build yourself. Go to, do you guys use the internet a lot? Olaoluwa and Yolua or Oluwa, do you guys use the internet a lot?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have certain websites that you go to? I know you like football and you like watching live sports, but we need more than just that. Do you have any other websites that you guys are
Excuse me, I have a reference website.
You have a reference website?
Yes.
Can you drop it in the chat? That's Oreolua, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you drop it in the chat? So maybe that's going to be your assignment, or I'll give you the assignment tomorrow because you have a lot of time to do classes. So if you've dropped it in the chat, let me know. Okay, let me get youtube.com. Hi, Enoluwa. I literally said you should not give me. Let me share my screen as well. Hi. I said don't give me sites that you cannot do. Let me go to the first one, which is the PlayStation. PlayStation, right? As well. Okay, this is a navigation bar. There is a picture. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Orelu, you're gonna drop this one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you see how long it is? You want to build all this one? Orelu, this is the footer.
Okay, ma'am. Maybe I'll pick another reference website.
Exactly. So pick another reference site and let me know. All right.
Okay.
What was the second one? Well, Naira, hey Jesus, Inolu, have you seen Naira Land? This YouTube is not even it at all. Even me, I don't think I can build YouTube, my dear. No, even Naira Land is too sophisticated. All right, no problem. Let us go into what we have for today. We'll discuss about your reference website later. So I want to teach us what they call pseudo selectors. Hi, Lord have mercy. Yes, I think it's the pseudo classes. Okay. So you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to start with is pseudo classes. Hold on. Let me adjust my sitting position. Okay. So what are pseudo classes? A pseudo class is used to define a special state of an element. I'll explain. For example, it can be used to style an element where when a user moves a mouse over it. For instance, this is a mouse, right? But do you see how the mouse changed when I move it over this element here, this next element? Look at the mouse selector, right? Now if I do like this, it changes to a hand. So the way to achieve this is through a pseudo class, and I will show you how to do that. It can also be used to style visited and unvisited links differently. I'll show you a practical example. All right. So look at this one. when you move your mouse over it, it changes color. Or you can also be like this one that changes to a hand. Okay. If I click on this, it changes, right? Are you guys seeing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys seeing it? All right.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with oh, sorry. I hope you guys are taking notes too. Are you guys taking notes?
Yes. Yes.
All right. I want to try to open my VS Code. Okay, let me try to use the W3 browser before my VS Code open. So now let me open a link, right? Okay. Let me open it. So we talked about how to open a link yesterday. So we talked about opening the A elements, and then we do href is equal to, you open your quotation mark. I'm going to use, let me use YouTube again. Okay. Oh, sorry. YouTube.com, right? I close it and I write YouTube address, YouTube website. Are you guys following me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Olaoluwa, do you understand what I did here?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So now if I run this code, my VS Code is opening. Let me delete everything here. Let me delete everything in the style. Okay. Sorry, give me a moment. My phone charge. Sorry. Okay. So now I have deleted all the styles. So if I run this, all right. Now, ordinarily, let me make this, and to make this bold. Sorry, my system is hanging. So can I make this bold? Okay. Sorry, my system is hanging. Oh, good. Okay. All right. So can you see these two links on the screen?
Yes.
Sorry, hold on.
Yes.
So you can see the two links on my screen, right? All right, fine. Now, this is the color. This is what a link a link looks like, right? When you put it on your website. This one is bold and this is just normal. Okay. So now this is what the color looks like. If I click on it, it takes me here, right? Okay, because remember we talked about target blank and how target blank helps it to open up in a different browser. Let me go and see if I can try this in VS Code. Hold on. Because let's try it in VS Code. Copy. My VS Code is opening. So let me open a folder here. Or let me open a file. I think I still have the one that I used in you guys' class. Edu Delight. I'll check this. Okay. I hope you are listening. Also, I was putting websites for me. I hope you are listening.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I want to open a different file because I don't want to use the ones here. Okay. So let me use this one. Okay. So for Olaoluwa, who is the new person here, your brothers will show you how to use something in your browser. I want to open this file in the browser now. Hi. Sorry, my system. Okay. So it's opening. I don't know if that's my network. It's open. Okay. So let me quickly say, let me say this for Olaoluwa that is new here. All right. So when you open a new file, I'm sure your brother will tell you how to open a new file. When you open a new file and you want to start coding, the first thing you should do is to press this your exclamation mark. All right. Shift. You press the shift and you press letter 1 because the number 1 because it's on top of number 1. So when you do that, you now press enter. It gives you the HTML structure that you should start coding. And like I said yesterday, that when you start coding, anything you're writing should be in the body, except for when you want to style it. Understood? Or you understand this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Olaoluwa, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I don't want, not that you come and write something here. Maybe you write a link here and you say href is equal to so and so. Actually, this so and so. and then you close it. This is wrong because you are writing it here, and you can't do something like this, and maybe you made a mistake and you are copying a file, and then you copy like this. You come here, and then you do like this. This is wrong. Okay? Anything you are writing should be inside this body place here. All right? So this should not be 2. They should only have 1. This is the correct way to write it. Okay? Right. So now let's go and copy that stuff. Oh, God. I think it's here. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. That's your project. Let's copy this. Okay. So this P, you can see P here. You know that, let me expand, let me make this bigger if I can. Okay, I can make it bigger. All right, this P here stands for paragraph. This is the closing tag of the paragraph. Now this B, okay, is just to make the link bold. All right, it's just to make the link appear bold. We're going to put this in between the paragraph. All right, so let me go and let's go and see how it looks like on the browser. Let's see how it looks like on the browser. All right. I'm trying to find where we open it. Okay, here. Okay, so this is it on the browser. I have to put a line break. All right, let me put the line break. Why is that writing in blue? Is it because of? So what element do we use to what element do we use to put a space in between 2 elements? What do we use? I'm waiting to know, what do we use? Hello?
Oh, did you say to create?
What did you say?
Create space.
I can't hear you.
I want to rejoin.
I can't hear you.
No, my brother said that. Did you say space?
Yes. Can you talk through your mic? Oh, who is answering?
Alright. I'm answering for him. For him.
Okay, let me start with Ore. Ore, what is, you can see these 2 links here now. So how do I put a space between them so that this YouTube will come under here? What is the element I will use? Let me ask Ore. Ore, are you there? Ore.
Use the paragraph and the element.
What?
Use the strong element.
I can't hear you. The what?
The strong element.
No, not the strong element. I said yesterday. What is the element to put a
The
line
BR
break?
element.
Exactly. You said
Liar.
what?
He's lying.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I can see it in the chat box. All right, you can
So
you can go outside and rejoin. All right, so let me use that. Let me put the paragraph element. Oh, sir. Okay. All right, I want to put it in the middle. Or do I need to do all of that? No, let me just leave it like this. You guys can see my screen, right? You can see this corner of the screen.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So now this is how a link looks like when you put it. Let me put an additional space so that it will be separate. So this is how a link looks like when you put it. Now we can use pseudo selectors to make this color different, to make it appear different. All right. And how do we do that? I'll show you now. I think they're on the same page. All right. Mm, So if we want to put our styling, now we're using, I've taught you guys before, for the sake of Ola, I'll repeat it again. There are three types of CSS that you can do. You can use inline, you can use external, and you can use internal. So you see that one where your CSS is in a different file, like this one. You know that this is a CSS file, right? Like this. This is an external CSS file, all right? But when you do it something like this, when you put style, you see where I'm putting this style? This style is on top of my head element. Always make sure you put your style inside your head. You can see that there is the head opening tag here, and there is the head closing tag here. So my style is always inside the head element. Now, when you do it like this is called an internal CSS. All right, you can do that as well. So the first thing I want to do is pseudo selector, because let's assume that I want to change that link color. You know that like this, where is it? Oh, sorry. You know that like this, we have not clicked on the link, right? Are you guys there?
Yes, ma'am.
We have not clicked on the link. So let's assume I want to make it green. See, there is no underscore here. Let me click on it because there's no underscore, blank. If I click on it, it's open in this same place here. Okay. But now, if I don't want it to open there, I want it to open in a different place. That's when I'll now put, I said this yesterday, I'm just reiterating. Target is equals to underscore blank. All right. So doing this will now make it open in a different window. All right. So if I go back to the browser, you know, I clicked on the first one. I'm going to click on it again. I don't think I saved it too. Let me go and save it. Oh, I didn't reload the page. Always remember to reload your page. So now that I reloaded, if I click on this, you see it's opening it in a different place. If I come back, I can still do it. So that's what target underscore does. So now let's assume that I want to change the color of this link to green. All right. I want to change it to green. This is what I will do. All right. So I'll go to my CSS. Okay, sorry. I'll go to my CSS. I've written my style here. Now I will select it. I will say A, right? Link. Let me be sure I'm getting that right. Yeah. So you say you would select it A, and then you use the double colon. So the double colon, you know, when we're doing normal CSS, when you want to style a CSS, we used to do it like this. You can just take an element. You can take the H5 and say, okay, I want the color of H5 to be white. I want the font style to be this. You guys know that, right? In Yolua or Olua.
Yes, ma.
Okay. So, but when you are using pseudo selectors, this is what you do. Okay. So you select your element, you write the age here, and then you click, you now select, you now write link. Make sure you include this your colon. Is this a colon or a semicolon? I can't remember. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, ma.
I'm asking
Ma,
if this
not
is
the color.
a colon, right? All right, fine.
Yes.
So I say, so this is how you select it, right? Let me go and check again to be sure. Okay. Sorry. So when you've done that, you now open your curly brackets, not this one, this one that we always use. And then you say color. You tell the browser that, oh, I want to change this color. You type it color, change to green. I want to change this color to green. All right. And then you put your semicolon here and you close it here, just like I've done. Do we understand?
Yes.
Do we understand?
Yes, ma.
So now if I save this, all right, and I go to the browser, this is the browser. Let me reload. Why is it not working? Let me see if I made a mistake. Mm. Sorry, hold on. I don't know why this is not working here. Let me try it here. I don't know if it's my CS, if it's my VS Code that's the problem. Mm. Okay, see here, it's changing. I don't know why it's not changing here. I really do not know. You can see that the color is green. It's supposed to change here. It's exactly what I did. I don't know why it's not changing. Let me check again. I don't know why it's not changing. Okay, let's use W3 school. That it seems to be working today. All right, so let me bring this to, hold on. So I'm going to put this here. So sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my VS Code. All right, so you can see. So you can see the three websites, right? Okay, I can even zoom this. You can see how they are looking. Now, this is the original color. When you put a link, this is how it's supposed to be like. Now, if you want to change the color, you come to this place, you put your style. Are you guys following me? Hello?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So you put your style like this, and then you select it. Let me go and select it. You say the A, then you use this colon here that shows that it is a pseudo selector. You say link, you open your curly bracket. Sorry. All right. Color green. All right. Now, if I run this, or am I making a mistake? Sorry. Okay. So I don't know why this is not working. Let me check something. Okay, so let me just remove this. Let me change this one. Sorry. Let me use Olaoluwa's link that he puts there. PlayStation, right? Let me put this one. Oh, sorry. Who gave me this link? You can see they said it's not correct though. They said that your link is not correct though.
Excuse me, I was my big brother in.
Ini, they're saying this link is not correct.
Let me check this.
Okay, so let me use PlayStation. Let me use PlayStation. This one is going. So I'm going to copy the address. Always. Let me use this. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a website link that I've not visited so that you can understand. Because every other thing I visited it on my page, so it's not working. So I need to find a website that you guys I have not visited.
Do you hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So sorry, network cuts me off. So I'm going to share my screen now.
Excuse me, Mola. Who is it now?
Please then, can you help me pass it to me? Can you pass it to me? Hello? Hey God, she network has not. Okay, I'm the host now. So I'm trying to share my screen. Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen now. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
No, ma'am. Not yet.
All right, let me try again. Mm. What about now? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it?
No.
Let me start again. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see it now?
No, ma.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, ma.
Alright, can you see my screen?
And excuse me, ma. Who is the host again?
Please help me change it to me.
Yes, you can see your screen.
Okay. So ordinarily, when I select it like this is supposed to turn green, but for some reason it's not turning green. So let's just skip it. Now, you know that we have visited all these links like this. All right. Now I've told the browser that when I visit a link, let the color be red. But let me change it to blue here. No, let me change this to blue. And I'll change this to green. So now I have told, I've selected my A element. I've used this my double colon, which is the pseudo selector. And now I have I'm telling the browser, you can see I wrote visited here. All right. So I'm basically telling the browser that, okay, anytime somebody clicks on that link, let it turn green. If I run it now, all these links that are here, the ones that we've clicked on this one, I've not clicked on this one because it's new. We've clicked on this one. Now, if I run this code again, all these ones that I've clicked on will turn to green. Let me run it now. You see now they are green. If I click on this one and I visit it, it will turn to green. Let me show you now. I'm going to click on it. Click, and we're going there, right? Now let me go back. Now you see that it's green. So you can set it like that, okay, on my website, I want that if somebody clicks on a link, it should turn to this color. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
also do the same thing for when you hover around something. All right. Let me see when I hover around it. I want the cursor. I want the mouse. Let me see. You can decide that, okay, when I put my whatever around it like this, I want it to be, it's already like that. Okay, let's say I want it to change color when you hover around it. So I'll say, okay, color, let's make it someone should give me a color. Someone should give me a color.
Pink.
Let's make you what?
Pink.
Pink. All right, that was what was there before. So now if I run this, what now happens is that when I come on it, you see it's pink. All right. So you can also do the same thing with a paragraph. For instance, now this H2 right here, you can see it here, right? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, maybe if I hover on it, maybe I want it to change to a different color. Let's see if it will work here. I doubt if it will work for H2. But I know sometimes it works for paragraph. See? So if I do it like this, you see it's changing color. So anytime if you click on something, you want the mouse to change, this is how you change it. Okay. You can also decide that you want the cursor to be a pointer or an arrow. Let me use arrow. I think it's already pointer. All right. So if I come here, oh, it's still pointer, the setting of this thing is still pointer. But yes. But do we understand how to change the colors?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm going to give you an assignment on it.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. I don't think it was like this before. Let me remove it. Before, if you put you see, there's no cursor on it, right? Now, I want to say that, okay, when I hover around it, let the cursor be pointed. Let it be like this hand you are seeing. So now, after I've done it like this. Now change the color, and now it's time to change the cursor. And I said, oh, I want it to be a pointer because that finger thing that is pointing. Let me run it. You see, when I now come like this, you see? Do you see the finger thing there, the pointer? Are you guys following me at all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you see what happened? What did I just change?
You change the cursor to a pointer.
All right, thank you. So let's continue. We still have a lot to do for today. Okay. All right, so now let's go and talk about borders. All right. Let's talk about borders. HTML borders. I think it is I think it's CSS. Yeah, it is CSS. So let's talk about the CSS borders. And I'm doing this because we're going to have assignment on it today. So yesterday I taught link and I also taught about other links today. So now what is a border? You see this thing around this here, this line around this paragraph here. That's what you call a border. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
That's what you call a border, all right?
Yes,
Now, this is another write-up that has a border, but it only has a border under. It's called a bottom border. This one has a rounded border. You see, this is square, and this is kind of round, right? Now, this, I have a blue left border. Now, there's a border here, but it's left. It doesn't have border on top. It doesn't have border below. There is a border here, and I will show you how to do all of that. So first thing you should know is that there are different types of border style. All right, different types of border style. You can have the dotted border or the dashed border, or let me see if, all right, yes.
Excuse me, ma. When is it
When is what?
break?
You know, let me let you guys take a break now. All right, we'll come back because border is the second thing I'm teaching. Let's take a break now. What's the time? 6:03. Let's come back at let's take a 10 minutes. 4:13. All right, take a 10 minutes break. 4:13. No, don't be late to come back.
Okay.
Are you guys back? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, back.
Okay,
back.
are the others back?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then let's continue. So we're going to talk about borders, and I already explained what a border is. Now there are different border style. Okay, for instance, let me see. Can I go back here? Uh, okay, can use this. See, all right. Now this is a dotted border. This is what a dotted border looks like. This is what a dashed border looks like. This is what a solid border, like, and take note of solid because that's what we're going to be using more. This is what a solid border looks like. This is a double border. You can see there are two. All right. This is a groove border. There are different types of border, but let's focus on these few ones. All right. I just want you to see that. So how do you create a border? Or why would you need to create a border? Sometimes you create borders around links. Sometimes you create borders around a write-up. Let me give you an instance, all right? Olalua, can you copy that your assignment that you did? Can you copy it and put it in the chat box? Olalua, are you there? Olalua. Olaoluwa. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, yes.
So why is Ola not answering me?
Mom, yeah.
Why were you not answering?
I wanted to copy.
Okay, so copy it and paste it in the chat box. That's what we're going to use. All right, so this is PlayStation. Let me carry PlayStation. So I'm waiting for you to put it. When you put it there, let me know. All right. When you put it, let me know. So I hope you remember because I'm setting your assignments now. Your number one assignment, you can see what is on my screen. Hold on, let me go and copy it. Let me copy the link. Uh, this is a link. All right, this is PlayStation website. I think I made a mistake. PlayStation website. All right, let me copy what Olaoluwa wrote yesterday. Okay. All right. Okay. Why is it putting? Why is it not copying? Okay. All right. So this is what is it? Sorry, I'm looking for the browser. Okay. Now this is Olaoluwa's assignment. I think there is. Oh, I didn't finish writing it. Okay, let me go to the chat. Not all. Okay, he didn't send everything. Okay.
I'm having problems creating a new VS Code file.
Okay, don't worry. We'll discuss that now. I'm almost done. Then we'll discuss that. All right.
Okay.
All right. I would open one here and show you how to do it. Okay, now, so this is the paragraph that Olaoluwa wrote for me. So what we are going to do is that I'm going to remove these two lines there. Let me remove it. I'm going to remove the HR and the other HR, and then I'm going to create a box around it. All right. And so what I'm going to do is to create a.
Mom, why are the letters so big?
Where are they?
Why are they so big?
Why are they so big? It's because I
Yes.
zoomed it. I mean, this is how it is. But because I zoomed it so that you guys can see very well. All right. So now I have removed the line that was up and that was down. So what I want to do is to create a border around this paragraph. My name is Olaoluwa. All right. So now it is in a paragraph, right? Let me first show you guys before I give you guys the example. Let's talk about the border thing. Okay. So I'll show you different types of borders, right? Fine. So now let's go to border width. Let me copy the whole of this thing. So let's talk about border width. All right. So now let's just go to the practical. Pay attention because this is going to be your classwork. I mean your homework. So it's very important that you pay attention so you'll be able to do your homework. All right. So what is a border width? My computer is lagging. I don't know why. Don't drop the message. Please, if you should leave Olaoluwa's computer alone. Oh. All right. I don't know if you can see it from here, or let me use this one either because this is looking a bit complicated. Let me use this. So now we have this in a paragraph, right? Now let's create a border around it. So now because it's in a P element, you know what? Let's make this because this is also P as well. Okay, so let's create it in the two paragraphs. Now, so because we have two paragraphs, we are going to create it's going to create a box around this first paragraph and these two links that are here. All right, no problem. Just yeah. So please listen. If you are fighting in the chat, you will not get it though. So please listen. So the first thing you want to do, we're going to go to our head. Oh God, what did I do? Okay. Can I remove this? All right. So we're going to go to our styling. All right. Listen attentively. It is going to be your assignment. All right. So inside our style, we're going to select the P element, the P element. Okay, you're going to select the P element. Now, when you select the P element, you're going to open your curly bracket. And then you're going to say, you want the border, all right, to be solid. You want it to be solid. Sorry. Then we do 1px, solid. Then we do red, all right? Now, what it simply means is that you've told the browser that you want to create a border around all the paragraphs, this paragraph and this paragraph, because if you check our code that I've written here, you see that this is a paragraph, it's in a paragraph, and these links are also in a paragraph, all right? So we have told the browser that, okay, we want it to be 1px solid. I've told you before, solid is a type of border. It's not here anymore. Solid is a type of border. There are different types of border. I showed it the other time, but don't worry, I'll still show it again. So you're telling the browser that you want it to be color red, you want it to be solid, and you want it to be 1px. 1px is the size of the border. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. So now you see, both of them have a border around them. All right. Now, this, you can see how small it is. That is why if I make it 5px, the size of the border will change and it will be bigger. If I make it 5px, all right, and I do it like this, you see, it's thicker. So that is the size of the border. Do we understand?
Yes.
What is this 5px for?
It is to make the border thick.
So if you want a smaller border, let's say we want it to be very, very slim, what number will I put here?
1, 2, 1 or 2.
1 or 2, very good. Because if I put 2 and I put it, you see it's slimmer. All right, very good. Now, this solid stands for the type of border. You know, I showed you a different type of borders. Let me go and open it again so that you see it. I showed you different types of borders. See, I showed you dotted border, dashed border. So let me use dotted. Solid is, you see, this type of border that is very strong, that is just straight line, is called a solid. Now, if I say I wanted a dotted data, a dotted border, all right, and I do it like this, you see, this is what it will look like. The borders are like dots, 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 dots. Do we understand? If I say I want a dash border,
It's not this.
if I say I want a dash border, you see it now, it's like dash, dash, dash. You're writing line, you're writing dash, 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 dash. Do we understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we understand?
Yes.
Okay, I hope we do. All right, so you can let me see. Okay, we've talked about border width. So we can also change the size of the border, how long the border is or how short the border is. Do we understand? Let me show you an example of what that means. All right. Border width. Let me go and add it here. Or let me do it like this. Show you how you can change the size of the border. All right. So, oh, let me make this solid so that we can understand. So now we have talked about the border width. Now we have said we want the border width on top to be 20. We want the one. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember in class, but I said that when you see that they write something like this, maybe for it could be margin, it could be padding. Tomorrow we'll talk about margin and padding. But when you see something written like this, right? What that simply means is that the first one is for the up and the down. You can see in this case now, the up here, this small space you are seeing here is 20 px. The sides are 5 px. Do we understand that? Once you see it written like this, two like this, is representing the up and the down. This first one will take the up and the down. This other one will take the sides. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so what did I say the first number is for?
Ma is for
Hello, what did I say? The first number is for what?
padding.
Padding. You know what? Luckily for us, we're not going to be. I said the first number is for the up and the down. So you know this is 20 px. That is why this place is bigger. The side, the right and the left side, this is the left, this is the right, is 5 px. That's why it is smaller. Do you understand? So this first place, do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hello, are you guys there? So I said the first number is for what? Hello, are you guys there? You guys are not talking. I don't know if you are listening. You see, he's the only one that is talking since. Why? All right. So do you guys understand that? Should I move on?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Fine. So now, it is. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this because it's not that needed. And I'm going to leave it like this. All right. I'm going to leave it like this. Now, we have talked about different style. Now, each side can have their own type of border. All right. Each side can have their own. I hate when I do this. Hold on. Each side can have their own type of border. And how do you do that? You can change it into different style type. All right. So now you have the border top style, you have the border right style, you have the border bottom style, and then you border top style. You know that I'm talking about the one that is on top here. For instance, I want the border top to have a dotted line. This is how it's going to look like. The rest can be solid, but let's assume I want the border top to have a, do you see? So now because I said I have changed the border top style here to dotted, can you see how it looks like? You can see the up has changed, right?
Yes.
Do you see it? Now you can also say, okay, oh, I want the border left side. I want it to be dotted too. Let me change that. All right. The border left side, I want it to be dotted. All right. You see? The side, the left is because it's not even affecting the right, only the left. You can say you want to change it to right. If you say you want the border right style to change, you can change it to right. All right. Or you can make it the bottom. So depending on what you want. Do you understand? You can also decide that, okay, I want it to be a different color. Let's see if we change it to dotted blue. All right. Okay, so that won't work there. You have to do the bottom style color again, but let's leave it like this. All right, so we can see it like this. Good. So that's how to give it different border style. Now, what do you now do if you want to have a rounded, like a rounded border like this? This is round, this is rounder, this is the roundest, almost like a circle. How do you do that? You do it with something called border radius. You change the radius of the border and make it curve. Border radius. Remember, when you're writing all this style, there's always this hyphen in between. You cannot write border bottom style like this. If you write it like this, it will not work. See, it will not work. Right? So you have to do it like this. Okay? For it to work. Now, for the border radius, you can give, if I write 5px here, if I say I want the border radius to be 5px, see? And I run this code. Let me remove this border style bottom. All right. You see, it's rounded. If I want to make it more rounder, I will increase it. I will say 20. You see, it is more rounded like this. Do we understand? Tomorrow, we'll think of how to, we'll talk about how to create space inside it. But do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah.
So the last thing I'm going to teach you, and then we go, it's about the links. All right. Now, this is a link. Let's remove all these things here. Okay, so maybe we have set the link to say, okay, when you visit it, let it be green. I'm going to leave it like that. When you visit it, let it be green. All right. A visited. You have also said the A hover, that when you hover around it, you want it to be pink. All right, so let me leave those two like that. Now, you can create borders around this link. How? You can see how the links are. You can see how they are, right? Are you guys looking at this? Let me remove this. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
You see how these links
Yes.
are. Now I'm going to add
Yeah.
borders around the link. I forgot to teach you guys how to remove this thing. So you can see that this link is underlined, right? You can see this underlined thing here. Now, if you don't want it, if you don't want this thing to be like this, all you need to do is to select your link option. You write your A. You select your A elements. No, you just do it normal. And you say, okay, you want the text. And I'm sure in your Lua and Ore knows this text decoration. You want it to be none. Because this is giving you text decoration underline, but now you want it to be none. So you see it has gone. What did I say the text decoration none is for? Hello, what did I say it is for? Inolu, I can see. I don't know if it's all I'm seeing. Are you guys listening at all?
Yes.
Yes.
What did I say this does? What does the text decoration do? What does it do?
It will cancel all decoration like the line that was there before.
Very good. Like the line that used to be here. When we do not do text decoration, when we do not put it, right? If I do like this, you see the underline is here. But to remove it, now I've done text decoration and it will go, all right? But what I really want to teach you is how to put a border here, okay? So what you would do, if you want to put a border around it, you just select, just like you have put your text decoration here, you cannot decide that, okay, you now say you want a border. When you select your elements like this, when you select your element like this, when you select A, and then you say you want a, you put border here, you are automatically telling the browser that, okay, oh, this is my link here, this is my A element here, which means this is my link here. I want it to have a border, and I want that border to be 1px solid. What color can you give it? Let's say solid green. All right. If I do this and I run it, can you see what it does?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see it?
Yes.
Let me make it 5px solid. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see the border around it? So I'm going to do a small revision, starting from everything I've taught today, so that you guys can go and do your assignment. All right.
Okay.
So I said that, remember when we talked about links? Let me remove this. When we talked about links, I said if you want to make the color of the link that you have visited, when you want to do that, you select your A visited, and you, let me change this color to blue now. Towards blue. You see? So it will become like this. You must also remember how to put a link first, you know. This is how you put a link. You put your A, your href, and make sure it's in target underscore blank. But that's up to you, Sha. If you want it to open on the same place, that's up to you. Just make sure that by the time that you click it, because you know that the default one is not this color, a link that you have not clicked on, it has this kind of like purple color. You understand? So when you click it, you want it to turn to color blue. When you hover around it, you want it to turn to, let's say you want it to turn to green. All right. You see? Oh, sorry, I'm not running. So now when I hover around it, is now green. Do we understand that?
Yes.
I also talked about how you can select it and you can remove the underline with text decoration, which is what I'm doing here. Is your assignment, though. This time I'm giving you your assignment, though. You must do it tomorrow. All right. So if you say text decoration, you see the underline has gone. Now you can also put a border around it. So you just say you want a 1px border that is green. And now you have a border. It's almost like a button. It will look like a button. All right. Tomorrow I'll teach you how to put space and background color. Do we understand?
Yes.
Do we understand? Do we
Yes.
also understand how to do this border here that we did?
Yes.
You are saying yes, okay, until tomorrow. So your assignment, all right? So we're going to name this, we're going to call this one a div. Tomorrow we'll talk about div. Okay, so I'm going to give you this code so you can post it in, sorry, you can post it in the body of your, all right. So in this case, what's going to happen is that you are going to, oh, you can actually put it safe. Yeah. So you see this your assignment that your brother wrote. Let me write everything I sent to you guys. So your assignment is that you are going to put, let me copy it first. Okay. Have you guys seen it in the comments, in the chat section?
Yes, ma. So, ma, is that our assignment?
Yes, that's your assignment. Let me explain it again. All right. If you put that in your VS Code, it's going to look like this. All right. Now, what you want to do is that you want to put a border around the paragraph, just like I did. Where is that place? Sorry, my laptop is hanging again. Okay, it's not hanging. Just like I did here. You will select your paragraph and then you put a border around it and you put a border radius. So the border I want you to put around it, I want you to put a 1px solid. I want it to be green color. All right. Should I write down this assignment? Let me write this in the chat. Number 1, you're going to put a border that is 1px solid and color green around the paragraph. Okay? Do we understand?
Yes, ma.
Okay. Number 2,
Yes, ma.
you are going to select your A elements or your link elements and give it a color of red when you visited it and a color of blue.
Excuse me, ma. Should we copy it down now? As
Yes,
I
I'm writing it. I'm writing it in the chat so that you can copy it from there
okay.
when you hover on it. All right. Also remove number 3. Also remove the underline and give your link a border of 1 px solid. Give your link a border of 1px solid with the color green. All right. So let me put it in the chat box. If you finish copying it, then you can leave the meeting. I will see you tomorrow for your assignment. So now it's in the chat section. Do we understand?
Yes.
All right. So when you are done, you can just say, bye, Miss Itoha, and you can leave the meeting because I'm going to leave my system on, but I'm leaving it alone. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you do
Okay.
your assignment, bro.
Yes.
All right.
Bye, Mrs. Tuan.
Bye, Miss Tuan.
Bye, Mrs. Tuan.
All right, bye guys. See you tomorrow. You were. I love. Oh my God.